Welcome back. Here to bring stocks, switching it up a bit from the series previews. Today, we're going to be going over some of the Yankees prospects. What have they been doing lately? How have they started off? Have they been struggling? Have they been on fire? We're going to tell you all about that here today. So, without further ado, Christian Bodenhausen, would you like to start it off here in the Boogie Down Bronx?
I sure would. First guy I'm going to be talking about, much anticipated, Anthony Volpe, the number one prospect. He's a shortstop. He's a righty. He's currently in Double-A with the Somerset Patriots. He played in high and low A last season, putting up phenomenal numbers. This year, he's not off to a great start, but there's no need to panic. In 23 games, he's batting .195 with a .733 OPS. He's got 4 homers. This guy hits for power. He gets on base. He's just off to a slow start. It's nothing to overreact about. The Yankees are very high on this guy. We're very high on this guy. I think he's projected to be like the top prospect in baseball by next year. He's the real deal. He grew up a Yankees fan, loved Derek Jeter. It's like the perfect story.
Yeah.
But yeah. Who's our next guy?
Next guy is Yankees number 3 ranked prospect, but his name more sounds like the number 1. The man, the myth, the legend, the Martian, Jasson Dominguez, 19-year-old switch hitting center fielder. In single A Tampa Tarpons, which is low A. Last year, obviously coming back from 2020, wasn't able to play a season due to COVID. So he had an extended spring training last year, then began low A, and he's back in low A here again. And this season, a bit to a slow start, batting .235 with 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and a .653 OPS. So Dominguez off to a little bit of a slow start. Didn't have a great half season last year in low A, but you got to keep in mind this kid's only 19 years old of age, and he wasn't able to play a season in 2020. Didn't get to play any games. So that's a big jump from being an 18-year-old kid last year to being thrown right in the mix in professional baseball without really ever playing. So, it's definitely a big adjustment, but a bit to a slow start. He did hit a home run this weekend. So, all in hope is he's heating up a bit. And, they call him the Martian for a reason. So, that's what we got so far from Jasson Dominguez.
The number 2 prospect for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. This guy's only 22 years old. He's currently in Triple-A shortstop along with Volpe. He broke out last year, finishing the year in Triple-A. This year in 22 games, not great. Batting .202 with .613 OPS. I think what really separates Peraza and Volpe, they're both great defenders. It's the power. Volpe definitely has the edge on Peraza. But, this guy, he's had experience. He's at the highest level. That's not the MLB. So, you Yankees fans expect to see him this year if he figures it out. Especially late in the year when the rosters expand. This guy could be a key bench player.
Yeah, I certainly think we'll see him at some point this season. And, it's exciting. We haven't really gotten to see one of our, top prospects make a debut. I mean, I guess you'd say Florio, but, he's kind of diminished over the years now. But, it's going to be definitely a fun, exciting game to watch when Peraza does get the call. Let's go over to the number 4 ranked Yankees prospect in the system. That's going to be catcher / first baseman, mostly catcher now, Austin Wells. Austin Wells is in high A for the Hudson Valley Renegades, and he is getting off to a hot start this season, folks. He is batting .307 with 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, 8 stolen bases, 8 as a catcher, and a .944 OPS for Austin Wells. And man, does he have a killer mustache. Drafted in 2020 in the first round, the 28 overall pick. And folks, there's some rumors. We didn't really know if he was going to be first base catcher, but it looks like the Yankees want to keep him at catcher. And you can expect this guy to be the Yankees catcher in the future. And man, this start is definitely something to get excited about. And going back to last season, he had an excellent year in low A, I believe. He batted .271 with 20 home runs, 87 RBIs, 24 stolen bases, and an .880 OPS. So nothing but good things from Austin Wells, and he's certainly someone you could expect to see in the future.
It's funny that their one top catching prospect isn't a great defender and is just a monster hitter, because they're 2 MLB catchers. They're on the team for defense. Trevino's leading the league in framing rate or whatever. So
I mean,
a bit of a contract.
I mean, if you get Austin Wells up right now, you couldn't hit worse than Higgy and Trevino. That's all I'm going to say.
That's true. I mean, pitching.
Yeah.
Or catching.
Oh well, that's no doubt. That's no doubt.
Number 6 prospect in the system and the number 1 pitching prospect, Ken Waldichuk. Get to know the name.
Waldichuk.
Left-handed starter. He's currently in Double-A for Somerset, and he's put up ridiculous numbers so far. In 5 starts, 23 innings, 40 strikeouts,
Ooh.
a 1.14 ERA. The setback, as it is with a lot of young guys, he walks guys. Had above a 4 walks per 9 last year. It's around that number this year. And he's just 24 though. So expect to see this guy as early as this year. He's been dominant so far. I like what I see from this guy. Hopefully more.
And Waldichuk. Good thing Yanks don't put names on the back of their jerseys. That's a long name on a uniform. Yeah. Waldichuk. Let's go over to the number 5th Yankees prospect. 3 of the guys we named now are shortstop, so one of them is going to have to learn to play another position. We got number 5 overall prospect in the Yankee system, Trey Sweeney, shortstop. He was our first-round pick last year, 20th overall pick. I was pretty happy when we made this pick. Went to college, Eastern Illinois. We'll start off last season in low A. Rookie ball, he batted .253, 10 home runs, 23 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, and an .897 OPS. This year, off to a little bit of a slow start for Trey Sweeney. He's batting .237 with 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, 1 stolen base, and an .826 OPS. But we can expect some great things out of Trey Sweeney. He is a lefty bat. He does hit for contact, hits the ball to all parts of the ballpark, and he's pretty fast. So it looks like he maybe could become a outfielder. Obviously, looks like Volpe is going to be our number 1 guy there at shortstop for years to come. But Trey Sweeney, he might become an outfielder at some point, maybe second base, third base. We don't really know. But for right now, he's playing shortstop, and I expect this guy to start getting it going here and put up big numbers this season.